In my opinion, that's the best form we ever got of Goku. On the other hand, that's the best movie we ever got out of Dragon Ball. Now what would have happened if the two came together? That's what we're gonna find out today, guys. Enjoy. So when I started to do this piece, I had to go back and watch the movie again. And yep, I absolutely love this movie. It's absolutely incredible. And I'm so disappointed that Dragon Ball Super hasn't included Super Saiyan 4 just yet. I hope that it will be included in the near future because I really like this form. For me, it's the best form we ever got of the Super Saiyan transformations. It is so just different from everything else. It looks great. It's very powerful. I mean, I guess that's like the main focus of it, is that it looks great. In my opinion, it's just a very well thought out design. It looks fantastic. I love the story behind it, the way it's achieved. Everything about this form I think is fantastic. Now, I thought this render was pretty good. I think it comes from the card game Dokkan Battle. I'm not too sure. I guess a lot of things come out of that, but it doesn't look too bad. It's actually a pretty good character model right there. I like it. However, it's not the way we want it to look. We want this to look like it came from Dragon Ball Super. So that was my task, and that was a big task. I had to gather so much source material to try and wrap my head around the style firstly, because the style of Dragon Ball Super, obviously it changes between animators and artists, but for the most part, I guess we can all agree on a standard kind of style for that movie. So I had to try to blend that into this image. Now this took a lot of planning, this took a lot of thought process. I didn't really do too many examples on the side. I did do one, but that was about it. The coloring was the most difficult part, but we'll get to that later. And the inking I'm pretty confident with. I feel quite comfortable with this inking style, so I wasn't too afraid of it. Now I figured that the best thing for me to do when tackling this drawing was to curve a lot of these shapes, because that is fundamentally the basis of this style. Everything seems quite soft, quite curved. So I had to curve the eyebrows more, I had to curve the hair a lot more, and I just sort of gave a rounded figure to the overall image. But fundamentally, I wanted to keep it sort of looking like the reference material, the source material. It was a very fine balance. It's very difficult to explain exactly how I came to this, but I hope by the end of it you will like it. And yeah, the coloring was fun. Trying to pick the right colors to color these skins, I couldn't really decide on whether to do the Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super Goku color style, or to go with more of a Broly style color. So I sort of went the more GT way. I slipped a little bit of contrast into that. I think it worked well, and I do really like the results of this drawing by the end. It's quite simplistic, but I wanted to give it a more aggressive approach as well, so I gave it a bit more of the Broly kind of inspiration. I'm sure you will see that as the drawing progresses. Throughout it, I started to add a few elements from Broly himself, and I think they just really work well, as this form is a kind of rage form, and Broly is, I guess, the embodiment of rage. It works pretty well. I also hope you like what I do with the background by the end of it, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. So for now, I'm going to let you just sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. I hope that you do, and if you do, I'm sure you'll tell me about it, and if you don't, you'll probably tell me that too, but I'll see you at the end. Enjoy. Alright, so here we have it. The drawing is complete. I am so happy with the results of this. I could have done a lot more. I could have done some elements using, you know, pastels or spray paints or whatever, but I wanted to keep it all markers. I like to just pick one style and run with it, so that's what I did here, and that's why I kept everything sort of, as you can see with the background, I tried to blur it a little bit to the outside, and the same thing with his aura, I tried to give it a little bit of a blur, but there's only so much I could do with the markers, and I didn't want to sort of ruin the overall look. If I gave the background too much detail, it would have distracted from Goku himself, and the same with the aura. Had I gone too serious with that and given it too much of an effect, it would have distracted you from Goku himself. So I think this drawing came out pretty good. I'm very happy with the results, and I do think it looks quite Dragon Ball Super-ish. I mean Dragon Ball Super Broly. I don't know about the actual Dragon Ball Super anime because that's a completely different style. What do you think? Do you like it? How does it compare to the original source material? And I mean, yeah, would you have liked to seen this in the Broly movie or in Dragon Ball Super in the future? If you like this drawing, guys, please leave a like on the video. And if you want to see some more of me flipping styles or whatever the hell I did today, then please let me know down below in the comments section. And of course, have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.